Do we have Na'Vi marching into a victory, or does Family Team turn their first 3-game series into a victory? We'll see in this one. This is game 3.
This is a lineup on Family Team that is very weak to magical nuke damage in a lot of ways. They're great, absolutely fantastically protected against physical damage even, but I think that if 9 Pasha shows good control over this squad, things could still become very nasty for Family. Deep Crep, Ghost Shroud. Neither of these are great protection if there is a Queen of Pain waiting for you.
Yeah.
And it also enables Magical with his sniper to pick people up using his ult. It might be up to Spartan to help his teammates dodge some of those. If he pulls that off at least once, I'm commending him. I don't care that I can't. I'm commending him anyway.
See how this top lane rolls out with Skylark on the Beastmaster and Cubes Pugna. We have Crystallize with CK, so CK hits up to level 3 or level 5 going in a solo lane. He can just continue regenerating with that Chaos Strike. That's going to give him so much. And they're happy to contest this rune as well. We'll snatch it away, so Na'Vi will take 3 bounties for themselves. Family Team will take 1, so that's a bit of a head start, not that huge. Necro going up for some Null Talismans in mid lane, and Magical hasn't lined up any items yet. What do you think about this mid lane matchup? Sniper versus Necro.
Magical can run away with this after he gets a couple of levels up. At the start, you can see his range is really not that much bigger than the Necrophus's at all. And his damage is also worse, but Ads can't do anything other than push the lane pretty much, being a Necrophus. So eventually this is going to turn into a magical advantage where Ads can't really get close anymore. We'll just take a bit.
Yeah. And also for Family Team here, the way they've been playing on Focus is Focus farms up and then shows up when he's needed. He's not really played his carry heroes in the sense that he would join fights too early on. He will take all that space and time created for him to get himself big, so that's his way of playing on his carry heroes and the way Family Team execute as well. TB exactly needs that, so he needs the time to get himself big. So once you have Manta up and start closing up, usually you start building Scotty as your second item. You can go for BKB. I think BKB is a must-have before that. You have 2 defensive items, but then again, the Manta does scale really well with this Terrorblade, giving him extra movement speed on top of all the stats, the damage, attack speed that he's given, plus the 2 extra illusions that will really work out, and removing all the debuffs. But having the BKB just to make sure you don't get stunned up before you drop too low of a HP threshold, and if Quap can just line up a Sonic Wave, it's still pure damage. It will pierce the BKB and will kill you off. So he needs to get that 2 defensive save items. He is the powerhouse damage dealer here for the late game of Family Team. Looking for Pasha in the trees, knowing he does not have a blink. Fate Bolt will reduce a bit of that damage. 3 stacks of Shadow Poison, 4 stacks by Spartan, and trying to leave the kill. And there we go. He will get the kill with the Quap Illusion. This is Spartan taking first blood for Family Team.
Not a great start for Queen of Pain, who, as I said, will have a very large impact in this game if she can play her cards right.
Mid lane is rolling still pretty even here. 11 CS and 10 on both sides. Skylark's got a couple denies here against Crystallize. It's 9 and 7. Might be 1 or 2 boars added into that. Crystallize 11 and 5. But for now, the lanes are rolling out pretty well. Stun by Crystallize. Skylark, man fighting Crystallize. Might be a kill here. Cube trying to follow up. Has another Nether Blast ready. Will go for Ilias. Doesn't really do that much damage though, but he spots a courier. 1 hit, and he's 40 movement speed faster, so he catches the courier, and that will be Cube taking that one down. That's Crystallize items. Actually, wait, did he actually even get the courier to him? I think he did.
He did, yes. Cube really using that extra move speed to his advantage. He's been side-pulling waves here as well, and Ilias can't do much about it, especially not because he took Stroke of Fate first, so he does not have the extra move speed granted to him by Inkswell.
Yep. EB is still holding out, but not really getting much farm in this lane. Also the only kill so far by Spartan, so Focus doesn't have that. Then an extra 4 to 5, maybe even more creeps from that kill. 11 CS. And Focus is... Yeah, Focus is gonna have to move out from this lane at some point. Uses Metamorph to farm the Ancient Camp as well. It's right next to him over here, so instead of actually stacking it up right away, Cube saves himself with the Decrepify, and Crystallize in trouble. Skylark, they're gonna get the CK kill happen after all. There's the axes, and that will do it. So Skylark is forced to level up axes here at level 3, but it pays off. They don't really need the attack speed aura here when they have Pugna. Magical.
No,
oh. He even used the Fairy Fire to heal himself up, but Necro's Q and a right click on top, too much to deal with.
Very unexpected to me. This lane is supposed to switch in the sniper's favor eventually, but as I said, you gotta be patient for that.
Yep. Metamorph used by TB. Pasha applying pressure and focus, trying to drop him low. 6 seconds for Fate Bolt. They could try and blow him up with the Blink, Fate Bolt, and the Scream. Rubik does take a lot of damage from this TB, and Focus is so scared to go anywhere. He has 1 Tango as well. This is a rough lane for him. They will not be able to contest the bounties either, so those will be snatched away by Na'Vi. Skylark, meanwhile, connecting the... They actually pulled this wave here for Skylark to get some extra farm here with Cube. Beastmaster getting closer to that Necro book, and there goes Focus's Courier as well, taken away by So Bad. So did he actually get anything from it? There is 1 Tango.
Still that 1 Tango, I believe. And then Pasha is now walking down to Spartan. He needs to be careful though. So Spartan has a lot of mana. Yeah, dodge that one.
Revenge will be taken in the top lane at the same time as Crystallize kills Skylark, but Spartan ticking low, gonna TP home. 9 Pasha gets himself a free lane for a minute.
That more than makes up for the fact that he died earlier. He's going to have some time to free farm here.
Any kill that Zantic
Both
here?
of his opponents out.
Playing very aggressive.
He's dead.
But Cube is here. They have the Reaper's Sight as well. He just hits level 6 on the sniper, but he will get killed. The Death Pulse will connect, and tanking 1 hit from the tower as well, but he gets himself a heal. So that will also void or nullify So Bad's right click as he turns Ethereal. Will live from that, gets the heal off. So some victories here for family team.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, winning a mid matchup that's supposed to turn out of your favor is just absolutely great. The longer you can hold that off, the better. And this is a sniper. He does not recover very easily. He's got a Midas queued up right now. Magical is not feeling it.
Nope. Still lies. Very low. Pugna Ward. They're just surrounding him here in the top lane. Oh no, not Ilias. Not you as well. You just TP'd into your own death, my friend.
I knew that Pasha was going to have to carry this game, but I didn't realize he was going to have to carry it this hard.
Yeah, that was so unexpected from Ilias as well. Like, of course he's coming to TP in to help his friend, but CK was already dead. Then he's in, and he loses like half of his HP casting Inkswell because the Pugna Ward just dealt a lot of damage on both of these heroes. And suddenly, just like that, you've got 3 heroes around you just doing so much damage, and they just blow him up right away after TPing in. So now both of their TPs are on cooldown. Well, actually, CK's doesn't, but he's gonna go into the jungle, farm up some of there. Towers will be traded in both bottom and top. Offlaners are getting the most out of this game so far. Carries have been slowed down. Somewhat similar to game 2.
Yeah, this favors Focus though, once again. He's got the kind of hero that can easily farm all of the jungle. He's got Conjure Image, he's going to max that, whereas a CK, he can sustain himself, but he doesn't actually clear it very fast.
And yeah, Zantic will be punished for this. Na'Vi will find a pick onto the Necrophos. They will deny the DD rune away from him, and that was really cleverly played there. Like, Crystallize didn't even look like he was actually going towards the jungle. They wanted to get a quick kill for him right there.
Magical gets a little bit of revenge.
Ilias So Spartan, focus will interrupt. The Grimstroke is in big trouble, so he's actually blocked by the illusions, not moving anywhere. And the Quap ulti denied by focus.
He was so ready for that.
He was, and that was just at the end of his metamorph. It just ran out after.
One boop. Poor Ilias. I could see how he wanted to hit that ward on the high ground again, but he didn't have any vision anymore. You know it's there, you're blocked in, it's the only thing that you could hit, but you don't even get to touch it because you can't see it. End of story. And this is rough, because this means that now this bottom side of the map, where they should have, you know, invaded thanks to their strong lane, the Quap, they don't have the vision advantage here. Radiant retains that. So Focus does not get forced out to his triangle, where the vision is already established. And instead, it is Na'Vi who gets squeezed into this sort of banana shape.
Yeah. But then that's the same thing with Terrorblades overall. But there's a fight in the top lane. Ilias will be falling to Skylark. There's a lift onto Keep. So bad we'll get that, and Ilias will be credited the kill here while being dead. So well done right there. Not often do you see a Grimstroke get a kill while you're already dead.
I'm impressed.
10 minutes, bounty spawning, and TB continuing his farming rotations. This is like, usually when you're playing on the dire side and you're playing Terrorblade, you're just going to be farming this triangle pretty much like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. It's the only area you just stick into, and you stay there, farm up. Your team is doing whatever they're doing. I don't care. I'm just going to farm. That's exactly what TB does. But on the Radiant side, it comes a bit trickier because the majority of the farm is usually shared here in this entire bottom area. And that's which is the area that Na'Vi wants to take away from them as soon as possible. Skylark dies in the top lane. Once again, Crystallize, Ilias, and So Bad getting some moves happening here. So Na'Vi getting some catch-up kills.
Inkswell plus Reality Rift is a very potent combo.
It is. They have a good amount of stuns here. Like when they're playing with their stunners, they can definitely utilize Crystallize because they have CK as the stun, they have the Inkswell and Grimstroke, they have the lift on Rubik. They can chain stun for a long time, and CK just gets those nasty crits out. So it will really work out for him and amplify that hero a lot. And I think they're living on that right now, trying to catch up with this CK.
Yes, like that is the only way. As I said before, the CK is not going to farm as well in the jungle as this TP. They have to get these pickoffs, and to their credit, they keep finding kill after kill, basically using that Phantasm off cooldown as well. So that's nice. That creates a lot of space for Magical, and it allows Nine Pasha to stay solo on this bot lane because the enemy pressure keeps going top lane and they keep getting killed. So he forces this TV to stay near the lane as well. He's going Necrobook on Pasha. Don't you love these new pop builds?
There's always some nice things about that. I like that the Necrobook, Guardian Greaves as well, you know, like have this guy just the Aura Master. In this case, you also have the Necrobooks to help you out.
I think this is the build that BZZ went a couple of days ago. In fact, wasn't that one of the builds that he went during the game when they beat Secret on Uni?
Yeah. And they're going to go for an aggressive smoke here right next to after taking the outpost. Skylark and Spartan. Magical's right next to him. That could be an opportunity, but the smoke will pop and he's instantly like, oh, hell no. Whoa. And he walks out. So won't be going there. They do get the D wards in this top area. So now Family Team stripping away some vision. They're making time for their Terrorblade by making some aggressive moves here without actually taking a full-on engagement against Na'Vi. Forcing them back on their own side of the map, putting some pressure onto this mid-tier 1 tower. Probably not going to take it all the way because Na'Vi look like they're ready to fight. Ilias gets the snow onto Atlantic. So bad. Harassing with the Fate Bolt. Skylark coming in. The Roar is ready. SD ulti ready. Up tower being pushed by Cube with the explosions. So they're pinging it, but they can't hold every lane at the same time. Meanwhile, Focus. I like my jungle time.
He is just spending some time in his Zen garden, man. You know, raking his paths, carefully pruning his bonsais. You know the word.
Well, 12 kills, 13 minutes. proving to be an interesting plus 10 minutes, so still a bit of the same farm fest going on both sides, so nothing too interesting happening yet. This is just getting the carries big and then start going for those big engagements. And as you can see, the Midas on Magical has been ready for a while, now starting to build into a Dragon Lance. That looks like an MKB. Wait, Maelstrom. Yeah, Maelstrom and the Dragon Lance on top of that. So let's see if he does decide to go for the Mjolnir or not. Do you like the Mjolnir build or not? I mean, it's good when you have all these adds as well, and it increases your farm speed a lot. But is it great for fighting? Is it great against the TD?
It depends on how deep Nine Pasha is willing to go. Like, they have one big jumping frontliner, but ideally you need 2 layers of engagement to keep the enemy team properly tied up. So Spartan, is he going to pop this smoke? No, he isn't.
Yep. Right behind him. They're going to find Spartan.
Now he
Not
is.
the biggest pick, but it's going to be a kill nevertheless. Disruption buying a bit of extra time. 4 heroes surrounding. Ilias will get the kill. Pasha really trying with the scream, but doesn't get the timing right. Meanwhile, top tower falling. So you're trading a tower for your support. This is so worth for a family team. But if they lose this mid tier 1 tower, they're gonna use the Phantasm, get the illusions up to work. Keep on dishing hits. Open up the map a little bit with this kill.
Oh, look how the supports are carefully positioning themselves around Magical. They need to be able to do something if he gets jumped.
Skylark trying to come in from the back at Zantic. Very tanky. Mechanism healing him almost back to full HP. Pasha, Crystallize looking for the Reality Rift, but he won't get the Inkswell to connect. And that's Zantic now walking in. 9 Pasha quickly blinks out from there. Skylark in the back line will be revealed. Has a roar available. Who are they going to go for? They're sucking up on Pasha. They're going to lose out Zantic at the same time. So Na'Vi find themselves a pick off. Now they're going to put the pressure. So Spartan trying to get away from Crystallize. 1 second for the Reality Rift. Has he got the vision for it? He's cutting out in the trees. Gets cut off once again. The vision has been lost. So Spartan gets his ulti popped onto the Crystallize, but he will go down. The stun on the cube as well. He did not get his sucky off. Here comes the roar from Skylark, but he's pushing away, and here comes Focus. Focus with the Metamorph, but it's 2 versus 4, and it's a very desperate fight. Skylark trying to make his way out. 9 Pasha now calling Na'Vi to get out of there. We got ourselves the kills. Let's not overextend our welcome. So it's a 3-for-1 trade here for Na'Vi. They popped the Metamorph as well from Focus, and they forced the roar.
Na'Vi need to be very careful, especially Crystallize. I know that he feels like he can go deep, but if he stretches that line out too far, he's exposing Magical. And he would be making his supports choose between following him in the dive or protecting their sniper. So that case, they can't hold on to him no matter what, but he needs to take that lesson and learn more from it, because if you expose the sniper, a large amount of your damage is just gone. And his Midas hasn't paid off yet. You might think, oh, he nearly has an item, but he should be at 1.5 items at this point.
Pretty much.
So they still have quite a ways to go.
We'll walk up into top and find Sobab. Sobab's gonna start making illusions of himself. Stealing it from Focus. A little bit of doppelganger action in a sense here. They're gonna get killed by some boars running in. Wild boars on the loose. Means Skylark is somewhere nearby. Na'Vi inside the radiant side of the map though. Gonna put some pressure inside this tree line. Spartan and Zantic staying careful for any aggression moves happening in that area, so no kills will be given here for neither team. That mid tower is still sitting on pretty low HP. I wonder when family team are gonna decide to start pressuring it and take it down.
It is very hard for them to walk up to a tower, though. We've seen this before, where the amount of spells that Na'Vi can throw from a distance is so great that you gotta jump them, but they have no options for that right now. The Blink Dagger from Skylark has barely been started.
Yep. And what I like about here is TB not going for Manta, but Sanj and Yasha instead, so a bit of extra tankiness from here, and he can easily build the BKB on top of that, so then you'll only have 1 defensive item above 2, while still dishing out some very scary hits. I like the item build choice here in TB. It's not completely out of the books. A lot of people like to build the SNY. The stat resist is also nice to have, especially if you get that 1 stun. In this case, Na'Vi has 3, so if they line up all of them, you don't get your BKB off.
This looks like a halberd on Crystallize, though.
Yeah, why not? I think TB is our biggest issue here. Mid. They're actually looking for an entry here. Oh, they're gonna catch the sniper in the river, but a double. There's a nice Grimstroke ulti connecting onto both Spartan and Natzantic. And here comes Pasha with the roar. He screams at them and takes down Spartan and Natzantic. And there we have a double kill for the co-op, and instantly forcing Family Team to maybe check the backline. Magical's there, but Skylark cannot find the kill. Magical will live through that. So 3 heroes gone from Family Team, and Na'Vi up strong. That was the thing that I was kind of expecting, that Skylark's been moving behind Na'Vi quite a lot. He's been positioning himself so that he might find someone, might find some singular picks here, but just no option here for him. He just goes straight at him, tries to look for the sniper, who is usually the most furthest target to get to, because Family Mode just don't have themselves that hero that could basically just jump in and look for info. That's why they're building the Beastmaster Blink Dagger here in this game, and they also have the Hawk to get some preliminary vision, but you want to still have the Skylark Beast jumping in the back, enable the team to get to the sniper, get everyone else out of the way, and just blow him up really quickly. This strong front line from Na'Vi being pretty tough to get to. We're also going to have Kips coming back into voice in just a tiny bit. So 20 minutes now filled in, and bounties will be spawning on both sides. Magical picking up a DD rune on the sniper. Could be a potential move here for Na'Vi to start looking at more objectives. They're already moving towards the bottom tier 2 tower. Should be taking this one with ease. Should be no problem for them. What I'm thinking about is, does Family Mode want to start thinking about Roshan? Because there are scenarios where you want to go for a trade where you just want to look for Roshan while the other team is taking either a tier 1 or a tier 2 tower, or the other way around. But they will find an opening for the tower, but it looked like Magical actually denied the tower with the DD rune. And now Crystallize and Ilias will be spotted by Skylark. Zanzik is there, SS Spartan is there. Focus is really far away on the TB. And now Crystallize trying to go in with the Inkswell, but the Boars will slow him down, so he won't get to Family Team's hero. Skylark was even ulted by the sniper to get extra vision on him. Couldn't catch him though. Cube maybe trying to put some pressure here in this top lane. Hiding in the trees, waiting for some info for some heroes to be revealed on the map. They see Ilias in bottom. That's the only one they see right now. So Cube a bit afraid, and now he will show himself. Magical instantly reacting to him. Gets the ulti off. TP cancelled. Cube in big trouble. 9 Pasha will find him here. Will go for the Suki, and Co-op is losing HP, but Cube is losing more faster, and the Co-op will survive. Still had a mechanism on Pasha, so would have been alright, but Magical with the damage, so they will get rid of the Pugna being a pesky hero here in this top lane.
At least they forced a reaction from 9 Pasha, though, which means that...
Skylark at bottom. They're going to get stunned up by the Inkswell. The stun from Crystallize, and Skylark is down.
Oh, that's not how that was supposed to go. He had backup coming. They knew that there were 2 heroes bottom, and they could have gotten the pushback onto Crystallize and Ilias, but instead they give up a kill.
Well, that just means the focus is straight back to farming.
Yeah. Skylark just gets left out to dry.
But he has his BKB, gonna build up to Butterfly, amp up that right-click damage. I would almost think about TB getting that Scotty at some point, because it would also reduce Crystallize's HP regen from the Chaos Strike. Now looking towards this bottom tier 2 tower, Na'Vi can finally take it away, knowing that the Beastmaster's gone, and Family Team looking for a smoke. They want to reveal this BKB, so they're going straight at it. Not sure if they got the info on the blink, the smoke, but they will run into so bad. And 9 Pasha looking for the blinks here. They've got the Beastmaster caught in first. They're looking for their opening. They don't know where the rest of the heroes are. And here's SS Spartan. Throws in a bubble at the backline. Ilias, there's a perfect call coming in from the Sonic Wave. 9 Pasha just evaporating. Family Team focus on the run with the BKB pumped up as well. He will be able to TP out with it, but the Metamorph used for no avail. And 3 heroes gone from Family Team. And that's their 4th one. That's the Necro gone as well. TB, the lone survivor, and Na'Vi can just run straight up to Roche from here.
Did you see how Pasha held his blink, then moved up in the choke point so that everyone chased after him? and they were all bundled up for that magnificent ultimate of his. He made that happen by holding the blink.
Yeah.
And that's experience right there. That's manipulation. Oh, chills.
Chills indeed. That was perfect by 9 Pasha, but the team just led them into a straight up trap. You could see the guys running in the river once there's or next to the river. When their smokes popped, they started running southeast right away towards the high ground spot to try and force the fight there instead of just crossing straight through the river to the north. So they would run towards their teammates, force family team into a very awkward spot. And now looking for a counter initiation. Spartan throws in the bubble onto Magical and taking heavy damage from the sniper. Meanwhile, in the backline, they've got Crystallis coming in and not Zantic. Actually, it's Skylark in the middle who falls down. So Spartan will go down as well. And Navi's found another 2 pickoffs for themselves. They're now 10k ahead in net worth, and I'm probably suspecting XP is looking something like that. It's almost double, 20k almost XP lead for these boys, and Navi are looking super strong. What can they still establish with this TB when it looks like every other hero is too weak for family team? And here comes Crystallize, stunning up Cube, holding him in place. The Decrepify will keep him covered for just a bit longer, but another crit in the face. You're not going to live to tell the tale there, so he will die as well. And Navi up to 20 kills, and family team only 9 kills so far. Only one of them is for the TB. 9 Pasha waiting for the bounty. All right, we'll instantly just get out from there. Take out both. Walk home happily.
Yeah, he's having the time of his life now. Necrobook build really working out for him, and he is so tanky with his build. He's up to 27 armor. Nearing 2k HP. It's very hard to go on him when he's in the middle of these fights. And meanwhile, he's burning everyone's mana.
How does family team hold their frontline, Kips? Zantic isn't as tanky as he thought he would be on the Necro at this stage of the game.
It's going to have to be Focus. Focus needs to bear the brunt of the fight, and then Skylark needs to come in from the backline somehow.
Focus only has 2k max HP, and that's easy to burst through at this point. He needs more HP to be able to tank that front, but now Cube back into the high ground. Full on smoke from Na'Vi. They will get some smokes popped. Cube, they'll spot him. Thankswell shows where he is. Pogna will fall. Buyback is available, but no usage for that right now because Na'Vi will take this mid tier 2 tower. Still 1.5 minutes on this Aegis, also held by the sniper, so you can't even get rid of this pesky hero. It's a Spartan and Focus inside the dire jungle. Pasha's right there next to him.
At the very least, it buys some time by cutting the wave. You could see that Magical kind of wanted to defend the catapult, but he can't actually tank the tower himself, so...
look at this, look at this. What's going to happen here? They've run into Focus. Now he's going to have to bear the hate. And pops another BKB charge. 9-second BKB for a TP. He also used his 10-second BKB for a TP out.
That feels bad, but you can see that he does not take as much damage there as long as the BKB is up. I think that he can hold a team fight for a little bit at this point, especially if he spends that gold on something that tanks him up a little bit more. Hard to see what that could be though. Normally this is where you indeed build into that butterfly.
All 27 minutes have been played. This is usually when the TB starts to look big and scary. 319 last hits on Focus. Now moving alongside with his team. 17 seconds for his BKB to be up. Ilias will already award the high ground here, so this might give them the shot to go onto the high ground here. Magical, Aegis still up for a minute and 9 seconds. So they're going to take their opportunity here. Family team, what are you going to do?
Split push. Seems to be the name of the game.
Yep.
TB is just gathering more gold right now.
Yep, and especially once they reveal themselves, they know that they can just go full ham at these racks and just quickly evaporate them down. They see Focus is there. Crystallize is still going back and forth, guarding the front line. Magical is doing all the work here. Crystallize going to help out taking the tower. That will fall now. He has a BKB available. And they're so close to each other. If only they had some kind of AoE ulti that could just jump in and, you know probably what I'm talking about, but it's not really going to help them here. But they're going to leave the melee racks for now. Wait for their next creep wave. Na'Vi still sticking around. Focus. You got to come home soon, or there's no home left to come back to. Glyph and repair kit. Melee racks will stay up a bit longer. FT still holding the back. Crystallize on the front. Magical still throwing hits at these melee racks. Here comes the Phantasm kicking in as well. So they're going to try and force this repair kit finally down. Focus is home. It's got to happen soon. Either they sack this. Na'Vi are out. They've done what they need to do. But FT, smoke up. They have 4 heroes. 3 heroes smoked even. Cube actually might have popped his. Looking for an opportunity here. They're sitting under vision. Or were. There we go. The roar onto Magical, who does not have an Aegis. They take down the sniper. And there's a stolen roar from Sobad. Will be thrown onto the TB, but Focus will stay alive. The BKB popped by Crystallize. It will take down Cube right away. And TB is fighting his own illusion here. But he will keep himself alive a bit longer. It's Xantic on the chase. Cube has bought back to this. 9 Pasha trying to get away. Looks like he might as well just get out. That stolen roar from Rubik just turned it all around, but they're still looking. Staying around in the area. 9 Pasha with the Inkswell. Will go back. So no fight will actually break loose here. 1 for 1. They get the sniper, but that's about it.
Worthy tribute.
At Xantic. Greaves and Yules is all he has. The Grove Bow will help out just a tiny bit with the magic resistance lowered on their enemies that he gets the hits on. It definitely helps out Cube a little bit. And Beastmaster's units also deal a little bit of extra damage. I think the magic resistance also increases the mana burn damage only by a tiny bit. I might be wrong, but 9 Pasha. 9 Spartan here. And getting instantly ulted, but she will just blink out to safety. Skylark in bot. Got Crystallize. We've got Ilias coming in. No blink on the CK. Inkswell will be used. Heading straight towards the tree line. This is all about luck here, but Skylark blink forward into the trees. TP still available. Still with me, Kips?
With you again. My internet has been fighting me, but I have fought back, and I think I have won. So...
What I'm looking at here in the Radiant Jungle is there's a Mindbreaker on the ground, and nobody wants to pick it up. Not even so bad. Why would you not want a Mindbreaker? Is this a gentleman move or something? Because he definitely saw it.
Never. There's no gentleman's agreements in these games.
I don't know. He's not going for it. Oh, he's going to keep it there. Na'Vi. 3-man smoke. Magical Ilias. So bad. Coming towards the east side of the map. Have FT in there. Pogna's in mid. Radiant Scan has been used, so they know that they have to scramble from their position right now. Na'Vi will take over the high ground. Advantage for themselves, but there's nobody to be found. Roshan timer, 1 minute 10 seconds.
You'll see Na'Vi wait for that sniper. As you can see by the pick-off that happened on the Radiant high ground, is still too fragile to do a siege like that without having at least the extra protection.
18,000 gold lead for Na'Vi. XP is already over 20k. So, I mean, this tells you everything. 22 sniper, 20 CK, 19 quap. The rest of the core is following up with a few levels. Focus, even despite all of the farm he's got, he's level 19. And almost 400 last hits as well. Now he sees the Mindbreaker. He's pinging it out. Can you please pick it up? Can you just... There we go. He's passed to ping it a second time, so Spartan will go and grab it. It's like one of those games where you kill Roshan and there's a cheese in the pit and nobody even realizes it's there. Might be an honest fault. All right.
Definitely.
Is there any item that will really save family team here with their team fights? Is it just down to how the teamwork happens in these team fights, or is there some item that can really help you out here?
Mostly. The item that I wanted to suggest is already queued up on Beastmaster. I told you before that he needs to get the flank off somehow, and Shadowblade is how you can do it. Just like how some Earthshakers go for it. If you get a full Shadowblade out of the blue, you can get a big turnaround fight with that. And it's likely that Navi right now will buy out for their items, so...
Yep. Roshan is pinged, but
Unfortunately,
nobody is nearby.
Yeah, the Roshan's going to make it very hard to kill him.
Aegis for Magical, and the cheese for Crystallize. So Navi they're holding themselves really strong at this point. They've controlled the game pretty well. They haven't allowed family team to play the way they would want to. Now they're stacked up in bottom, but not all of them are there. Need to be careful here. There's no Necro. There's no SD. Cube will TP out. Focus will finally also TP out. But Skylark hasn't really left this bottom lane in, like, forever. Just gonna try and keep this bot lane pushed in all times.
They've had decent vision on top, which is why I'm so surprised to see him still sit on bot. But all that vision has timed up by now.
Yep.
They're pinging him out.
Yep, he's still there. He's always been there. And he's always running north. Well, maybe at some point they will realize him. Okay, alright, that will do. Found him. They finally punished Skylark. He will not be welcome to this lane anymore. So I guess all the wait pays off finally.
Depends for which team.
Yeah.
Focus is going for
Look
the
at that.
Daedalus.
Yeah. I was just about to talk about that Daedalus and Focus. Like, he has the money for it, but he doesn't have his buyback available, so he's going to be short on money for a bit. Needs to keep on farming to get the Daedalus and the buyback up.
It all depends.
But now onto the high
I think that
grounds.
as a Terrorblade with his Thunder, you might as well want to go all in.
You might want to. So Spartan is throwing Shadow Poisons, trying to keep this creep wave away. Disruption. Scary jump here by Pasha with the ulti from Sniper, and that's Spartan gone. 45 seconds, no buyback on this SD. And they're pushing top at the same time. Focus and Cube actually get the tier 3 tower. Ilias using the Grimstroke ulti. 9 Pasha coming in, and once again TP with BKB, and you're out. But they will keep their bot racks alive, so Focus's damage was enough with Cube to destroy that tier 3 tower, and I feel Navi they're feeling it.
Yeah, that was not comfortable for them at all. But they are sitting and waiting here on this bottom lane.
I'm just hovering over this Focus BKB, another second taken away. Still staying in this bot lane, so Magical can still continue his siege with this creep wave. A lot of Navi players around. Crystallize will come back. The personal bodyguard of Magical has arrived once again. Both players sitting on 7 kills. 7-3-14 and 7-3-10 from Magical and Crystallize. They've pretty much been a part of almost every kill so far in this game. Bottom tier 3 tower will fall. SD is also alive, so Spartan will be once again in the front line. But they need to be careful, because this happened last time that they popped the Sniper ult at the same time when Pasha jumps in. But Spartan will live. Focus is trying to keep the mid wave pushed in. Skylark is scouting the back. But no opening is offered to him.
And you can see that 9 Pasha is even sending his creeps to scout out this flank.
Right. Once
Another
again onto
jump.
the high ground. Pugna just removed right away, so Navi get themselves a pick off, but Pugna does have a buyback. 70 seconds. Skylark is on the north side of Navi, so he could potentially go in, but Spartan in trouble. The lift from Soba, the buyback coming in from Cube, tries to save his teammate, but it won't happen this time. The roar, the scream into the face, and bot racks are taken out. Navi 1.5 racks away from getting megas
Now
inside
Skylark's in the back.
in their base, and Focus is now TPing home. 30 seconds. Buyback from Spartan. Crystallize, Magical, Pasha in the front line. Skylark finds the back line. He goes straight for Ilias for the Grimstroke. He does have his Roar used up. They will get the kill on Ilias. Now the fight breaks loose. BKB buffed by Crystallize. Going on to Adzanti. Adzanti on the Necrophos really low here. He does get some heals from his teammates. Cupid making sure he's going to stay alive. The Yules will be there, but he won't be lucky a second time. He will finally get smacked down into the ground. Cute goes for the blink out and focus. He does have his meta popped. He does have a BKB. He has a blink dagger on this TB as well. He needs to get the damage output out as well. Once he's in, it needs to count. It needs to be enough. Na'Vi, they're going for the melee. They got the melee racks down, and they will also focus the range racks. And even these illusions brought up will fight against them. So the Axe Grimstroke will create an illusion of TB, and that is mega creeps as well. Na'Vi feeling it right now. Let's see what's going to happen as Terrorblade is going to get focused on, and he will get blown up. GG is called, and Na'Vi will take the victory. Family team once again cannot win the third game.